Welcome to Overwatch. Welcome to another episode of Probing the Many. This is probably going to be the first one that's going to go on YouTube. I did do a VOD review on, like, a very fun VOD review on Valiant versus Titans, but it was just, like, very late, very much after the fact. This one's should be a little bit more timely just because of how things get onto this replay viewer. It's always a little bit awkward. This is the Fuel versus the Excelsior, and like you see this lineup and you go, well, I'm not going to watch that because it's just going to be a bloody slaughter. Like, why would I watch that? I could do better things with my life, like watch paint dry. And then I remember seeing a message from Sty, and he was like, surely they can't do this. Surely this isn't going to happen. I'm like, what? And then no, it turns out that this is actually a really close fought series. So I want to see what's going on. Now, I've also got a special bugbear with this because any review I do of Fuel tends to come down to a single identified problem. There is a player on Dallas Fuel whose name starts with a Z. There we go. Zach. And he tends to be a little bit of a problem child for the Fuel. He's not that great. There's no other way of saying it, but I am generally very opposed to the mentality that, oh, one player is the problem. Oh, if you change this guy or remove this guy, it fixes everything and it'll all be fine and grand and dandy. I don't agree with that mindset usually. Usually there's a lot more going on. Sometimes a certain player can look bad because there's other things happening around him that make him look worse than he is. Sometimes that player is also integral for calling and stuff like that. And because he's so occupied calling, well, he can't perform in other facets. Likely not the case with Zachary, just because he is one of the DPS players. DPS players tend not to be calling. Playing DPS is very mentally taxing. It's very mentally involved. As such, they tend not to be primary shot callers. They might be target callers in fights, but that's kind of about it. They tend not to be like the super vocal players. And the concern I have with Zachary is, like, there is a lot of talent out there in the world at the moment in contenders in Tier 2 that are just begging for a shot at Overwatch League, and especially a team like Dallas Fuel. Like, Dallas Fuel is, by many accounts, one of the most popular teams in the world. I'm going to pause it now. So, like, players will be lining up to play on Dallas Fuel. Like, they want to win. Competitive players, you know, they're not really going to think too much about the fame thing, but it's also nice being on a team that you know is going to probably make you a lot more popular than you already are, especially sort of languishing in the Tier 2 scene. So that's going to play a factor in, like, oh my god, yeah, if Dallas Fuel want me, I will gladly play for them and give up my shitty contenders spot where I can't make enough money to live because Tier 2, right, in Overwatch. Terrible situation. I'm just going to take a quick look at the team comps. Very interesting to know NYXL going to be running the Sombra. Just for this one, Sombra Ana. It's good to see Jonak. Despite getting the Zen skin, it's good to see him back on the Ana. He's sort of originally made his name on this hero, and it suits his playstyle quite nicely, I do think. They still have the Winston as well, just a nice bit of mobility for this map. Meanwhile, Dallas Fuel playing something completely different. Rare instance of not seeing a GOATS comp or some GOATS comp, which is always nice to see because it gives me something interesting to talk about rather than the same thing every single time. Very simple win conditions with this one. The biggest issue, of course, is the same thing that happens against any GOATS comp. It's like, how do you kill people? Well, we kill people by hacking them. We kill people by barraging them. You're not really going to be able to kill any of this with just Pharah damage outright. It's going to be tough. You think Zachary is not our level? I think Zachary might not be our level. He might just be outclassed by other options that are available. His job right now primarily is to build barrage quickly, and he's doing just that. Actually, he's doing it pretty well. Just continuing to try and build that barrage. I'm interested actually, like, why they didn't just stick on the Winston there. That looked like a bit of a feed from Mano. Like, Time is actually committed to it as well. I guess Zachary just wants to keep his distance and is a little bit nervous. Like, Mano shouldn't have a bubble here. There we go. Yeah, dead. That was weird out of Mano. That was very weird. I don't know why he committed so hard to that. I mean, The reason why I say it's weird is simple. Like, this is a concept I've talked about before. This is a concept I talk about with Ana coaching the many, and I will talk about every single time there is an Ana on the map. When you play with an Ana, you must consider always the Ana's line of sight. So in this situation, it's just fine and dandy. Ana can see Mano just fine. Therefore, Mano gets a lot of healing. It's pretty straightforward. The moment Mano commits, though, and it looks like, yeah, they get a hack on the Ana, and they go for this ludicrous dive. Like, Fuel aren't running a brig, so the Ana in theory is a little bit vulnerable, but she just runs away. That's literally all she does. And then the rest of the team comes back, peels, and gets the kill. And because Mano is so far away, yeah, there's just no way that Ana can heal through this to get to him and, like, stay alive. Like, Ana's making a rotation this way, maybe to try and meet them here. But there's no way Jonak can actually heal them. Just hopefully to drive this point home, because we can do that. Let's get a bit of speed. When Bull is going to patch this thing, so I have a 5-second movement button. Healing, 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 healing. Can see the heal target. Can't see shit, right? Jonak has to do this insane movement to get anywhere where he can heal anyone. And yeah, it's not good. They might still win the fight because it's goats, but it looks like no. Sabielby's died as well, which that ain't good. And this should be an easy team fight cleanup for the fuel. Zachary only now has barrage. Nope, now has barrage. Okay. Come on, get the kill. There we go. And now, like, Fuel should be feeling kind of sitting pretty. Like, Sabielby is miles behind where he needs to be. Taimu's good to go. Harry Hook doesn't have a nano. Kind of does make sense with how Fuel have been playing this, but I'd like to see Trill just absorb some more damage here and there, maybe, and try and get that nano up and running. The nano Winston might be useful if they can get it onto Jonak, for example. They can maybe get some kills. That works. Like, wasn't the cleanest, wasn't the greatest EMP barrage, but they had it in position, they were good to go. Notice there's no Mercy as well for Zachary. Like, the inclusion of the Ana, I guess, rather than the Lucio, or rather than the Mercy. Like, not the greatest position, but it's good enough. The big issue here is that these two ults are, like, all they have. So I think Excelsior just abandon. Yeah, you just get out, and then Excelsior should win the next fight. It's a lot of DPS do it. You get used to it.
Hello. Hello. Get in there and I'll hit. Hello. Hello.
It is non-stop though.
Hello. Hello.
Okay. Very simple engage. Harry Hook is just going to get destroyed here. I'm guessing Harry Hook went back over the hill again. I really want that step back 5-second button. I'm having to do it manually. Because when you come out the pause, like, the camera can't be moved, so it's always a bit weird. Yeah, Harry Hook jumps down. He's going to die. Oh, no, closer. Good. Okay. Still a boop. Might still go down to this, but... What is Sabielby doing? NYXL, hello? 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 That was weird. Okay. What? I want to watch this with the sort of the overlay. Yep, so they're getting annoyed by Sombra and by Farah. It's normal. Primal Winston goes in.
Feeling powerful, and I'm not even angry.
Like, I like that hack. I don't know why he recalls. I don't know why they abandoned that. I think they could have got Harry Hook quite easily there. Like, they're gonna have to EMP for this, and they shouldn't need the EMP to win this fight. They look lost. That was ugly. Like, it... What am I watching? Like, this doesn't feel like I'm watching NYXL, with just how, like, how ugly this fight is. And the reason why I'm saying it's ugly is like, it's like something you'd see in like my games, right? Where like people are engaging, but they're all engaging at different times, at different places, and at different points, and it's just not like a clean, actual, proper fight. So they dive the Ana. The Ana gets a little bit of peel from Lucio, but one Lucio shouldn't be able to peel a proper, like, aggressive play. Sabiobi dies. Is this just another instance of like Sabiobi not having the greatest Sombra in the world? They grab, but there's nothing to hit the grab. Everyone's sort of panicked and is nowhere. As weird as it sounds, I want to look at Animo. Like, I'm genuinely puzzled by this. Let's go back again. Just because the Lucio is generally like a good indicator of like what is the tempo of the team, what is the pacing of the team. So they're escorting Jonak around. Are they afraid of the Nano Farah? Like, okay, they're healing, regrouping. Such defensive posture.
Welcome to Overwatch, Monster.
Hey, thank you, Bullet. 24 months as well. Oh, good lord, 2 years. Enjoy your new shiny symbol. And like, I get that the Dallas Fuels team is very difficult to actually grab, right? It's a difficult team to grab a hold of, but if you can get one of them, or two of them, with that grab, there's no way they survive it if all 6 people are shooting into that. Don't tell me Dallas is actually going to lose this fight. Well, goats. What? That's. Okay, Zachary. What the This is why people have problems with Zachary, because in Overwatch, yeah, it's a team-based game, but like football, you know, normal football, real football, is a team-based game, right? But you generally, you know, you see teams play it up the field and they try and get it to the field, and there's always the singular, almost always the singular goal of, well, if this is a football field, and I'm not like the biggest football fan, but, you know, I'm English, so you'll sort of learn by osmosis. Football field, you play it up the field, you run it up the wing and you pass it forward and you get it to someone who's great at crossing it in, you know, throwing it forward so your striker can run forward and kick it and get it into the back of the net. And as such, strikers are very, very, you know, just enshrined, and they tend to get the goals and all the glory. And the Dallas Fuel, they've done the hard work, right? Excelsior have engaged with a nano boost. They've managed to keep their support alive using pretty much no resources. They just had to like use a boop to survive, and I think, no, they didn't even use the Diva Bomb yet. It was Excelsior's Diva Bomb. So they have like all of these resources. They have all of these tools to now win this fight. Excelsior, they've shot their wad. They've already gone. They've already sort of used their engagement. The only way they can turn this is if they get a great EMP or a great grav. Or if, like, the main source of damage just has a complete brain fart, goes in... I guess he's trying... Okay, no, wait. It's not as bad as I make it sound. Yeah, great. EMP, get the kill. And then he thinks he can get away with this? like, he just had to wait 2 seconds and, like, coordinate with Note a little bit, and maybe he can get something done. Maybe Taimu gets a hack on the Diva or some shit. Because now you have this unique problem where nothing on Excelsior can nothing on Fuel can kill NYXL anymore. Like, without some great shots on Jonak, it's not gonna happen. It's fine, just go goats. Yeah. Happy 4th of July from the state? Yep. I already mentioned it. Happy Liberation from Us Day. It always makes me laugh seeing the quote of, like, you know, oh, when's Great Britain's Independence Day? And it's like, we don't have one. Like, we were the people that people got Independence Days from. We don't really have anything like that. Like a National Pridey Day. We have St. George. We have St. George's Day, but that's about it. You see, here's the issue that could really actually exist with Zachary, which is that this is how Brigitte plays. Like, Brigitte is a character that you can kind of hide on. That wasn't bad. But even, like, especially since Brigitte got nerfed, so she can't stun through barriers, her responsibilities are even smaller. Like, she just has to basically babysit Ana and hit people in combat to keep the AoE healing going, and stun and peel. We also celebrate Happy Liberation from Jarl Day on the 31st of August. Ah! It's so hard to watch Brie play. Oh. Oh no! Oh god. I don't know even why I said no. That was actually really cathartic. Watching a Doomfist just get destroyed. Okay. I just want to see, like, how did Excelsior... Yeah, it's a good question. Like, how did Excelsior lose here? Like, they had ult advantage, surely. Okay.
I'm feeling unstoppable.
No, Winston. Taimu gets a great hack. Perfect. Harry Hook almost dies again. Barely survives. Counter EMP. Oh, no, wait. Mano's not hacked. Okay. It looked like he was, but no. He's fine. Okay. Very early sound barrier out of Animo. Then blew the grab earlier, so they don't have that. Ooh! Not a good EMP. He got 3 people, but, like, it doesn't take a genius to say, yeah, your EMP here. Oh, look, you've got all this space. Oh, look, you've got, like, these 3 people. They're all EMP'd, and all your team is over here. The only thing in there is a Primal Raging Winston. That's not going to kill many people. Not on its own. That's unfortunate. Nano Diva. Pretty good at tank shredding. Dallas have their ult in hand because they didn't need to use sound barrier. Libero should die. Excelsior don't have a brig, and Zachary is just 1v1ing people, just brigging them down. And there we go. Every time I see a DPS on Diva, I die a little. Every single time I see a DPS on Brig, I die a little. At least Diva can make plays. Diva is basically a fat, tanky tracer. Oh, I like that description. It's not necessarily true, not quite, but... Okay, Fuel, sticking with the Pharah. No mercy, just the Farah.
Hello.
I'm amazed I don't just like get Sabiobi to play McCree or some shit.
Greetings.
Oh no, they got the mercy this time. Okay, there we go. Nice. Makes a lot more sense in this map. There's a lot less moving around, a lot less rotating around. That's what? That shouldn't happen.
Enemies detected.
Greetings. Watching your back.
Okay, Sabiobi got the better of that.
Hello.
What is he doing? Notice. Notice this. Taimu has a button that means he can instantly leave a fight whenever he desires. That's a good button. That's a really good button. It's probably the best part of Sombra's entire kit, to be honest with you. She can disengage from everything and anything. Sabiobi is very greedily ranging forward without a translocator, and he comes under attack and still hasn't thrown it somewhere. And don't, like, Sabiobi is probably better at this sort of hero and better at this sort of combat than Taimu is. The difference here is that Taimu is getting support from Harry Hook, so Taimu's got some healing on him. Sabiobi's forced to back out. Goes for the health pack.
I'm out of here.
That's bad. That's real goddamn bad. Because now Taimu's going to have a massive edge in the EMP wars, and it's very likely he's going to EMP first, and that's going to be a very good thing. Lol. That also shouldn't happen, but hey. Jonak. Just Jonak things. There's something... I've been playing a lot of Smash lately, right? Just in my free time. And there's this thing that happens where I, like, Elite Smash at the moment, I think it's around 5 mil GSP, which is sort of their rank points. I'm at around, like, 4 mil at the moment, just while I, like, relearn and pick up some new characters. And there's something that happens, like, when you start losing a bunch of games and as you drop down the ranks and, like, you hit into, like, 2 million, which is then getting quite low, and you still get people who, like, take a stock from you and they get a kill on you and they start teabagging. And it's like, dude, are you proud of, like, winning a fight at this elo? Is that... And I know they're doing it just to almost, like, try and tilt you and try and sort of get into your head, but to me it's just like, oh yeah, I'm so good. And it's like, you're an idiot. And this hello spam, just to instantly then get killed. Greetings, hello, hi there, I'm announcing my presence. Lol, hi, hello, dead. And you can just imagine Jonak just, shut up. This is what an actual killer looks like. I think it was just greed out of Sabiobi's part, like, incredible greed. But I think, like, part of them playing, like, Sabiobi on Sombra on... A little bit spotty out of Jonak there. This is trouble. Like, the hope is also Zachary's gone onto the brig. So yeah, we're now full mirror. Nano Nan. Anything? It's not the greatest nano. This hasn't really been a fight, it's just been like a comedy, it feels like. Do you think Sabiobi's role as in-game lead? I mean, Sombra can shot call is sort of the nice thing. Like, having a Sombra that does shot call is a very useful thing. Because Sombra can set up fights. Yep, so the Mercy dies. It's close to swap straight away. I'm kind of curious to see. Once Zachary dies, I imagine they'll make the call. There we go, Lucio and Zachary will swap in a moment to the brig. And somehow NYXL don't do anything. Despite the pharmacy being dead, they don't do anything. Why not? Why aren't you doing things? Because Diva gets killed. Okay. And Winston is super low. Everything just instantly falls apart. Like, the issue with Sombra is this. Well, not the issue, but rather, if the Sombra dies, you lose so much power in the team. Like, the ability to hack and dive onto stuff is so integral. And, like, to get that little bit of extra pressure, a lone Winston isn't really going to kill things. And as a result, they have to commit Winston and D.Va. Closer makes the choice to go up. Jonak's just going to shoot him. Harry Hook can't support him because he's trapped behind, like, a wall of tanks. He might have been able to get a heal off there, but I'd be paranoid about that moment, too. Like... But Libero, like, dies for that, basically. And Mano barely survives. Mano does get out, but he's so low. Also, oh, good. This is beautiful demonstration, by the way. Notice that Dallas do not push beyond this wall. They don't go beyond this because they know that Harry Hook can only heal from here. Right? They have to stay in his line of sight. Kids, if you're playing with something like an Ana, stay in the line of sight. Trust me. It's very fucking useful. So yeah, good job, Dallas. NYXL regrouping. A little bit of pressure on the point, but honestly it doesn't matter, it's kind of irrelevant. Where's Sabiobi during all of this? Okay, no, that's what that should look like. That's what that dive should look like. And then he gets out instantly. Great stuff. I like the cheeky spray. Okay, they're going to play defensively for a little while.
I'm out of here.
He can't go out through there. I'm guessing he just wanted to get back his Translocator. There we go. Oh! Ah, we can't see Sombra's passive when in this view. Okay, we've got double EMPs. Let's take stock of the fight very quickly. Who do we think is going to win? It's kind of awkward on both fronts. TBH. I honestly don't think anyone's going to quote-unquote win. I think this fight's going to go for a very long time. Just looking at this. Maybe Mano can die. Maybe Trill can die. Probably not, though.
Nerf this.
Okay, the grab did it. Nice. The advantage of bringing a Zarya rather than a D.Va. I mistakenly said it was a mirror earlier. I did not notice that.
Take your medicine. Nano boost is charging.
Good job on NYXL. Want to see a good clean dive out of Mano. Ooh. Yeah, Sabiobi's in trouble actually. There we go. But they know that Sabiobi can't do shit at this point. So they can move around kind of freely. Like, Sabiobi's gonna have to spend the next little while just, like, trying to position. Like, he's just completely stuck. Meanwhile, Taimu is not stuck. Mano's going to die. Nano might not die. But he can't do anything with this nano boost. Okay, Trill, it's your turn. Nope. Note's died. Note got knocked into the water somehow. Oh dear. Note, how did you get knocked into the water somehow? Your character can literally fly. What a shot! What a shot! What a lad, Libero. Ah, I love it. Notice that Harry is calling out, my ultimate is ready. Yes, they want to do it. The important thing here is Sabiobi positioned to catch the monkey? No, he's in position to get completely destroyed by the monkey. Ooh, that was close. Okay, what? That could have really gone badly. Taking stock. Okay, Taimu's almost got his ult, but Taimu's way out. It's going to be a good while till he gets in. Do they rush the engage? Is Close going to die here? Or is he just out? Oh no! Oh my god! There's a lesson here. There's a lesson here. Which is don't attack that way. Do not take that fight. Do not ever take that fight. Can we see the brick shot? Yes, we can. Because I'm a big fan of that kind of stuff. Burp. Nope. Just missed it. I was too busy trying to find the right hero. God damn it. What do you see? He just spies note. Cheeky boop. Good old cheeky hit. Little love tap and then just very simple. I don't think he even expected that to kill. He just flicked it out. Yeah, let's get some healing going, boys. Let's get everyone nice and toasty. This is key. Like, I think that's honestly, like, very important. That Taimu's pushed out, because if Taimu was involved in this engagement, it could have gone very differently. Like, if Taimu just gets set up and just EMPs, like, here, or even somehow if he gets into here and manages to get an EMP off, Excelsior just lose. I think even if Mano does get this sort of god tier set of boops off, they just engage super hard. Yeah, Closer gets caught jumping, which is just kind of unfortunate. But yeah, this entire engagement path is just bunk, right? Like, that shouldn't happen. Fast forward Sombra gun. Yeah, the fast forward Sombra gun sound is awesome. It sounds like an A10 Warthog. Just brrrt, brrrt. I'm looking forward to 222. I want 222. I understand that 222 coming in at stage 4 is kind of a dick move, but honestly, I'd kind of rather get it in rather than have another stage of goats. It's a very defensive ult. Fuel might still win this, though. Bit of hesitation out of Trill there. They spotted the Ana. They've locked out the Ana. Where's Zachary going? He is who we want to have our eye on during this series. Re-engage off the rally. They're spacing him out quite nicely. Nice! Oh god, I love it. I love to see it. They don't leave the Ana line of sight. They don't overchase. They take the point and they don't overchase. Sabiobi, clutch your kick. And I've seen the timestamp for this map, so hey, I think we know what's about to happen. You got Winston. Spoiler, there's 20 seconds left in the series. Well, not in the series, in the map. Like, that's so unnecessary. Like, I know that they're worried about the chase down. But he could be setting up. The team's fine. So Winston. He's going to throw his Translocator and EMP. From vision as well. They know where he is. I was hoping to keep the visual. But notice everybody knows it's coming! Everyone knows! Look at all these hiding people. Look at all these happy hiding people. They're all fine.
Welcome to
Taimu
Overwatch,
is
Monster.
fine. Everyone is fine. Thank you, Fatal Squid 01. That's very appreciated. Everybody's okay. EMP is a game winning ult. But it genuinely frustrates me because like Sabielby is such a good player, but his Sombra is so... It's like he hasn't realized the fundamental facet of Sombra, the strength of Sombra's character as a hero, which is her winning personality. No, it's her ability to get anywhere and set up anytime and sort of be... Like, you can get places and do things and set up, and if you have time, they have still a little bit of... You can take the time. And teams should take the time. Right? That's sort of the big thing. It's like, it feels like he rushes every single engage by lobbing the Translocator in and EMPing. And he's done that time and time and time and time and time again. Like every series he plays, that's how he plays Sombra. He throws Translocator, EMP. Throw Translocator, EMP. He never just sets up somewhere. He never just like, you know, sets himself up here or just stands here, de-stealth EMP. And I know that's slow and I know that can get caught, but if like you have an engage come in at the same time, if you just say, like, if you just set this up where instead of Sabielby feeling like he needs to come back, peel for the rest of the team, if he just spends all that time trying to set up over here, you send Mano in on the front, EMP at the same time, boom. Suddenly, you've got support, you've got not Animo, you've got Closer who might be able to sound barrier, for example. You've got everything just taken care of hunky-dory. And I know it's not that simple. I know it's not that easy of just stand there because people do spy check. But being honest, you know what? Because we can. Because we can and because I'm making a point. I'm going to look. I'm going to look at Dallas Fuel spy checking. Alright, Dallas used Canada EMP, fight. Kill. They sort of win the fight. Excelsior end up sort of playing very defensively. Dallas Fuel push them out. But they don't overextend, which is really cool. They rally, they heal up. Note, are you spy checking a lot at the moment, bud? No, not really. He's actually shooting at the... He's not spy checking at all. And part of it is because they know where Sombra is. He's not... No, he's not spy checking. Okay, we've got the engage. Zachary, what are you up to? Me old chum, what are you doing? Are you spy checking? He's swinging vaguely towards the enemy team. He's not checking corners. He's not, you know, he hasn't like gone through and like swept this area. Yeah, you know, Sombra could just be sat on this couch, legs crossed, smoking a cigarette, you know, taking a couple of minutes just to get ready. No one's spy checking. So NYXL play this sloppily. I'd say NYXL play this sloppily. I'd say that Sabielby on Sombra is kind of a death knell for them. I mean, the turnaround can happen. Like, Sabielby is a good player. He knows things. He's an intelligent player. He's good at the game. But I think he's still, like... I think he approaches Sombra from the same place that he approaches Tracer, and they're two very different heroes. It's sort of... To me, it's almost like fan or coach logic of, like... Well, Sombra and Tracer's guns are very similar, and they both have an evasive playstyle, so we have the same player play those two heroes, and therefore it will work. And I don't think it's that simple. Like, Sombra... Because I remember we had a ton of issues last year with Team UK trying to set Mikey A up with Sombra, because Mikey A is a very quiet player. Like, he doesn't communicate too much, which is kind of fine with Tracer because she's often doing her own thing, and she can kind of get away with that a little bit. But when you have Sombra, you really need that communication, and it's why, like, we started pushing more towards Kib being on the Sombra, because Kib communicated a lot more. Kib talked a lot more when he was on Sombra. Sombra needs to call engages, call out what's happening, call positions, all this kind of stuff. All this information needs to sort of flow out timely and quickly, and it's like a very strategic playstyle. It's a very tactical playstyle, whereas Tracer is very just sort of picking off the weak and vulnerable. Sombra is much more, I need to set up this team fight. This is an interesting team comp. I like it, though. I really like it. I like team comps on Paris that incentivize chaos. That heavily incentivize chaos. I think to take first point, Paris, you basically want a team of 5 basically independent heroes, 5 heroes that aren't going to get locked down by anything. Because if they are playing bunker, well, you have good options. If they're playing the Widow on here, you just ditch the pharmacy. You can pick something else up instead. But Sombra can get through a choke on her own. She can get set up just fine. Hammond can get through the choke on his own and can get set up anywhere just fine. He's not really going to get locked down unless ABLB just hangs back, which ABLB's probably not going to do. Hanzo can just spam at any barriers. He can crawl around. He can get to places that other heroes can't really deal with him. He's sort of one of the vulnerable targets, but he's probably going to be playing at the back with Harry Hook quite a lot. And Zachary and Closer should just be A-OK. They should just be fine. Also, the overlay is backwards. I'm going to fix it myself because I'm a nice guy. There we go. Fuel and NYXL or there we go. Okay. Because we want to talk about Zachary today, let's look at Zachary. Zachary's goal, much the same as the previous time they played. Build ult. Build ult very quickly. Excelsior's just going to hide. Still building ult. Interesting choice from Mano. That was weird. That was weird. I think what weirds me out about this is where Note ended up. How did you get into this position, Note?
Hello.
Yep, so they're holding in police station. Okay. They rotate around and they actually get the kind of dive that they should have been executing since the start. And I think it's kind of greedy for Note to try moving in at that precise moment. Doesn't really matter in my mind, to be honest, though. The important thing here is can Zachary and Taimu build out? Like, Taimu should have probably got a little bit more ult here. Say he'll be set on 50%, Taimu's on 25%. Like, that is not good.
Thanks for the assist.
In straight up fights, Dallas Fuel's team comp doesn't win. Like, it's not designed to.
Greetings. Hello.
Thoughts on London's move not to play Prophet last game? I haven't seen it yet. I've seen the scoreline of it, which kind of blew me away. If they didn't play Prophet, that explains a lot, and that's kind of weird. That was kind of cute.
Greetings.
I'm not sure I'd advise it, but that's kind of cute. Yeah, the thing is, Prophet is like Birdring has like a star quality to him, where Birdring plays like a flashier hero. I don't like this actually. I don't like this at all. This is shit, and I'll explain why in a second. So yeah, Birdring. Birdring has like he plays Widow, plays like these very flashy heroes. When he's on form, when Birdring's playing at like 10 out of 10, he's insanely good. But Birdring kind of has mentality issues more than anything, is what I'd say. Prophet seems to me to be like a much harder worker, and is honestly, I think he's London's best player overall, like all round. Okay, the reason why I hate this, CBLB has no escape here. So if anyone lands a rocket or anything, and I know that Nen's like protecting him, or Nene's just protecting him, but seems a big commit on the barrier.
Hello. Hello.
Okay. Are they going to die in the exact same position? It's been 2 minutes. Taimu and Zachary do not have ults. Part of it is like Excelsior playing this very cleverly, like they're doing a good job with it. But it feels like Dallas Fuel could be doing more here. Like, it feels like Excelsior have played against this strategy before and they know exactly how to break it. Which is, you wait for the Hanzo and You wait for the Hanzo and Ana to try and rotate through. And then the moment that they do, you engage on them. Like, once they're in here, there's just nothing. They need some kind of peel. If they're going to go that route. Honestly, this feels almost excessive to me. Like, in my mind, maybe you should try playing, like, again, maybe they've tried this in scrims, but if I was to suggest a strategy, I'd say that you play this a bit like Horizon Lunar Colony. Because it's pretty much like exactly the same thing, right? Which is like you have a choke point that you've got to try and get through, a single choke point, big open space, the point, which has a little bit of like walls around it, can't really be seen from too many other places, and then you got the team sort of staying in a safe area, playing away from you, and it's kind of the exact same strategy, right? Which means that the same logic should apply. I've removed the headers, but you just have to deal with it, I guess. Which is, you send the Hammond through, and to stop Sabiobi just like camping him, you also try and send Taimu through. So you just try and force them to actually do something, and while they're trying to deal with this shit, that's how you get Ana and Hanzo in. But the Hanzo seems a bit weird to me here. Like, maybe a Genji would have fared better. Try and build Nano Blade and play from there. There's nothing to stop the Nano Blade here. Like, Animo maybe can do it, but they'd have to EMP or hack it, and you can just try and kill the backline. And the Genji's a little bit more survivable. It'd be tougher for him to build the ult, but at least you're not having the problem of just having him try and grind through. Just have Trill get to the point, make sure that he doesn't get hacked, use Taimu to do that maybe. Trill takes damage, comes back, gets healed up by Ana, build a nano quickly, and then you can start doing things with that. Like, that's kind of how I would approach this, I think.
Hello.
I put Prophet over Bird Ring on Brig while having Guard on Sombra if that's who they want to play.
Hello.
Makes sense to me. I just don't like Bird Ring that much.
Greetings.
Like, he's a great player, but I think he has mentality issues.
Greetings. They're in the area. Hello. Greetings. Hello.
Are they going to win this fight?
Greetings.
Something very fucking weird just happened, which is that NYXL initiated, got their ults off, and then lost the fight. Which is a severe fucking problem. As far as problems go, that's a big one. Oh look, Sabiobi throws his Translocator and EMPs. Who could have seen this coming? Ah, Taimu gets his. Okay. Sabiobi's hacked and dies. That makes more sense. Benefits of Valkyrie, by the way. Look, Closer can heal everybody. Isn't that cool? Valkyrie, it's a better ult than people think. It's just not very interesting.
Greetings.
I actually want to take a look at Taimu's ult. I want to see like how he gets this ult off. Nah, Sabiobi's already dead. I just want to see if he like exploits Sabiobi's complete fucking tell that he's doing something. Okay, no, Sabiobi just like pushed out. What? What? Okay, guys, we're going to initiate. We're going to use Nano, an EMP. Oh, I'm in position. I'm going to go for it. Oh, wait, no. You see, the issue with doing that is you don't have a Translocator and you're in the middle of the enemy team. Even if he wasn't EMP'd, he'd probably die there.
I might need this later.
Greetings.
Looking for me?
Oh, that's a good hack. Oh, that's a very good hack. Get him hacked again. Get him hacked again. Oh, no, he got the... Okay, no, it's actually even better. It's actually better that he got the grab off, because it's fucking meaningless. Oh, God. Okay, that hack was great, because the only way that they can win that was if they get a great grab. Fuel have no great tools to, like, survive graviton surges. But, yeah, hacking the Zarya means that, hey, she can't do anything. Can't do shit. And then, complete brain fart. I've got it, guys! Oh my god, guys, there were two in there. The Mercy's in there and she didn't die. What the fuck, guys? Team, please. Sloppy. Very sloppy. EMP barrage. Okay. Dallas Fuel, you pass it up the field. You've got it prime scoring position. Zachary, you just got to slam it in the back of the net, son. Take us home. Oh, country roads. To the place where I belong. Dallas Fuel. Killing nothing. Nothing's dying. They're gonna survive. O2CP, won't you be replaced in the game? Goods is durable. They're not gonna get rid of it. The barrage has to kill people. Zachary, for fuck's sake. Right. Yeah. I mean, he almost gets one. And, like, they're doing it, kind of. They've kind of got it there. Right? They got the Diva in place, they got the Nano, and this is what I mean by, you know, it is like football, right? Look at how the team is positioned. Look at this perfect, beautiful moment of everything. All the spotlights are on Zachary. Everything is revolving around this player. This single star player. And he almost kills Brig. And that's it. And they EMP Mano. Because they've all thrown everything into this one engage here. You're not with me out. Let's just take a look at this. So they have Zachary in place. They've got about half of the first bit. Almost one third, almost one third, almost one third. Notice they haven't done anything. Notice that the fear of what Zachary can do, notice the fear of what Taimu can do at the moment, has actually got them a third.
Justice reigns from above.
They didn't actually need to do this at this point. Say BLB uses EMP last fights and they're not worried about being EMP'd. There is actually no reason for them to do this at this point. They can literally just keep this fight going. If NYXL want to just dance around and like not play the point, that's fine. The moment they want to play the point, EMP, Barrage, Nano. And they can't, it's not like they can engage with sound barrier either, because you've got an EMP. They can't engage using the sound barrier. If they do, you EMP it. They can't get value off it. It's like, I'm going to use a poker analogy, where, you know, Dallas Fuel had pocket rockets, they had 2 aces, and they see, you know, oh, there's an ace come down in sort of the first 3 cards that have been presented to them in Texas Hold'em, and they've gone all in. And then 2 more cards come down and they get fucked because NYXL just suddenly get a better hand, they get a full house or some shit, and boom, GG. It's just like, there's no need to go that all in that early with that team comp. You've got to make that shot land. That's a good start. Luckily, Sabielby's a feeder. Like, I'm going to ask again, how? You have Translocator. Translocator's in a safe place. Briggs used her stun. How? No! Oh, time we got the Translocator. Oh, you fucking beauty. I love timing. No way, no way, no way, no way. Oh! I sniped it through the entire fucking team. Oh my god, what a legend! What a god!
See you later. Feeling much better.
I love it. I love it. And then, hey, look, one team has EMP, one team doesn't. Guess who wins? Oh, counter EMP, but everyone's already dead. Nano Sombra. I mean, this is where Sabiobi could actually do it. No. I got excited for a second there. So lucky shot. No, he spotted it. He actually spotted it. You can see Taimu see it and go for it. Like, watch.
Miss me?
He sees it and straight away he's on it. Crosshair right on that son of a gun. Right as Sabiobi's been engaged on. And then block some of the shots, and there we go. Woo! Seriously, Taimu remains one of my favorite players. You know, I wish he got a chance to play like McCree and Widow more. And Roadhog, because Roadhog's actually really good as well. Alas, we've been stuck on goats for the last 3 billion years. You know that Titanic meme, like the old woman, it's been 74 years. And we're still playing goats. And yeah, we know how this ends. And oh dearie me. Pushed off the point. Ghost never dies. I mean, that's the problem, right? It's durable. It never dies. 222 cannot come soon enough. I wish Blizzard would just officially announce it. Where am I? We're in the... We've been confined to the Shadow Realm. Oh, okay. There we go. We're in a building. We were banished. We've lost a Yu-Gi-Oh card game. Did Goats actually receive any nerfs? Yes. Brig got nerfed. All sorts of different little changes. Changes to like Lucio happened. Lots of little tweaks here and there. Diva's been nerfed about 3 billion times. Orisa's been buffed. Rodog's been not Rodog. Ujimcall has been buffed. May got buffed actually. Did Junkrat get buffed? I don't think so. Pharah got sort of tweaked as well. Okay, well they spotted the Junkrat and they've instantly changed comp. So we got like a pseudo bunker out of NYXL. Not NYXL, Fuel. God damn it, the label's at the top. I'm trained as like someone who casts a lot of small tournaments. Like, let me tell you why I mix up the teams. Because it's pretty goddamn obvious, like Taimu is not on NYXL. But I'm trained that when I say a team's name, I will generally just double check it very quickly by flicking my eyes up. Because someone who casts like a lot of small tournaments, when I'm casting, I'm generally actually casting from a UI, like an overlay like this one, or a clean feed like this one. And so I can check, or I can like look at my overlays very quickly and know the team's name straight away. So when they are backwards, I will call it wrong more often than not, because I just check it, and it's so annoying. That's right, the grenade detonation damage was changed. Like, they've tried to tweak it through so many different ways, but it's, like, the reason why Goats works is just because DPS cannot kill it. And if you set it to a certain point where the DPS can kill Goats, you basically make tanks and healers irrelevant. So, it's kind of like a catch-22. So, okay, let's talk about Fuel's team comp, because it's a cool one. I think I might prefer a Sombra instead of the Mei, but okay. I'm going to be curious to see what the Mei does exactly in this team comp. So the issue is this, right? The Junkrat's just kind of there to spam damage and just put barriers down, and you can put trap over here as well, makes you harder to dive. Just a little bit more durable. Riptide is also a great counter if they want to do anything with like Nano Blade, for example. It's a very useful tool in terms of disabling nanos. So it gives you a lot of sort of flexibility and power towards that. Orisa Hog, kind of obvious, right? Great at holding a single choke point, a single little narrow pathway. Widowmaker can stand 3 miles back, shoot what she wants. Mono support's a little bit worrying, but you can sort of make it work. Mercy's an interesting choice for it. She can sort of bounce around a little bit, damage out the Junkrat, build those ults nice and quickly, get to Widowmaker if she needs help. One of the issues I can see with the team comp as Fuel are running it is that if they do get like Sombra onto Widow, there's a chance that Taimu can just lose that fight and you just lose the Widow. If Taimu does get to stand uncontested, he can just gun everybody down. So let's see. I'm kind of curious to see how this... Oh, I've pressed the wrong button. I think I accidentally pressed back. Okay. So they jump in. Everyone takes a shitload of damage. I think we can agree this is a pretty good start. As far as starts go, this is a good position to be in. I like the trap. I want to see Sabiobi, what are you doing? Sitting up on the Widow.
¿Extrañaste?
Oh, what sort of... Okay, right. Like, this is the problem I was talking about, which is if Sabiobi gets that kill, you lose a lot of power. Harry Hook's spy checking a little bit, but I'm still kind of not certain on what the purpose of the old Mei is in this. What a halt! Oh my god, Trill. Look at that. Holy shit, look at that. Beautiful. Good job. Excellent job, Trill. Sabiobi got that kill, it'll be huge. But I understand why he backed out. The Mercy's getting involved, and, like, you can die at any freaking second trying to fight a high-level Widow, so it makes sense. Oh, might be a bit excessive, but yeah, it's fine. He can build these really quickly.
Feeling powerful.
Oh, good control over Mano. Just keep him under control, try and bounce him out. Sort of the issue with the solo Mercy. This is why I said I'd like the Sombra more. Because Sombra can handle stuff like this so much better. Right? You'll normally see teams like I think Paris played it like this. Where you have like the Hog Risa here, you can have a Junkrat just spamming away if you really want. You can have Junkrat, you can have Torb, you could have McCree, you could have Bastion, you could have whatever you want. You just see something spammy here to just hold down the choke point. Widowmaker just to create a lot of pressure on the map and just to sort of force something to deal with this Widowmaker, because if they don't, they'll die. So she'll be great over here, or she can even get over here and have a good sight line, sort of like down this alleyway a little bit. And then you want something running interference, right? And this is why the Sombra's so good, because you can kind of just stay in this kind of area around here. And if the Winston tries to jump in, you can hack from like back here quite easily. You can also play from over here, or play from like up here. If they go for the Widowmaker, you can very easily like have a Translocator back here, for example, translocate back, or you like have your Translocator over here with the Widow maybe, or probably actually over here might be better. Translocate back, help the Widow out, for example. We can be a bit flexible. And if they do get something like this Primal Winston, like the Mei causes some problems, but Mei can't lock something down indefinitely. The freeze wears off, right? And so there's nothing to stop Mano just kind of rampaging around. And Riptide's not going to stop this, so... Outplayed! Out-fucking-skilled! Oh my god, are they gonna win this? What? I guess that's the advantage of the Mei, that she's very goddamn durable and can solo tanks.
洞主，不许走！
No, what's happening, son? It feels like they don't know who they want to shoot. Taimu's even activated Infrasight from spawn to help his team out. Good guy, Taimu. Honestly, a much better use of Infrasight these days than it used to be, just because Widowmaker loses it when she dies. It's just really punishing. That's Widowmaker. Oh, God. I want to watch more of this. Why did she grunt then? She normally only does that when a mine is destroyed. I guess it destroyed the old one, and that's why that voice line played. It's just... Well, that was a focus dive. Okay. It's a big old EMP. How did... I think we just saw a really cool looking kill. This shouldn't perhaps have been as cool as it was. I think Taimu overstayed his welcome, like he shouldn't be this close to the team. I think like after those shots on the D.Va, he kind of went back in. He should have just reset back to up here. I think he's playing a little bit too far forward at this moment, and as a result the EMP hits just about everyone. Zachary doesn't have an ult, which is a shame. Well, what happened here? Very nice hack. Swoosh! It's like the Matrix. Let's do it in slow motion. Darker, 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 darker. Down she goes. Perfect. Lovely.
Taking the objective. A little help would be appreciated.
Can even get the health back.
Feeling much better.
Big rip tire to Zachary. He's gonna literally wait for these last 2%. Okay, good. I imagine he's going to... No, he might not swap. I kind of hope he does swap. Harry Hook swapped. I think is the right call. It's going to keep the Riptire. What are we doing? What? Okay, he's just playing it real safe.
No one can hide.
Infrasight. Oh. There we go. Oh! 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 That was a lot of sizzle and no steak. This is kind of why I don't like the decision to stay on the Junkrat. There's a good chance of here's why. Let me explain properly why I don't like that decision. Once you've lost the Mei, and you look at this team comp here, and you go, okay, where's the damage that's going to actually kill things? How do you kill things with this team comp? And you've got some options actually. You know, Hoggle Research is actually pretty good at getting some kills against a tanky team comp. So there is some damage happening here. But when you relegate like most of your damage to just standing back doing absolutely sod all, just in hopes that a Riptire maybe gets through and maybe kills a tank, because I don't think they're going to clump up any greater than that, it's a lot of effort for not much. Keeping the Widow for the Infrasight, like I think Taimu only just got that as well, but not really going to be worth it against this sort of team comp as well. Staying on the Widow though. Like, here's the issue with Widowmaker, right? Dallas win this fight. Dallas are going to win this fight, aren't they? I'm going to be furious. Jesus.
I almost.
Taimu shot 3 bullets that entire fight. Like, at the latter half of that fight, all 3 of them pretty much turned into kills. That's why Widow's pretty good. What happened, NYXL? That's a... okay, no, he sound barriered in response to the Riptide to try and survive it, so Zachary can't do much. Kinda makes some sense. Might be a touch early. Very high damage Whole Hog. The grab gets Harry Hook. Harry Hook's going to die. They just can't kill anything. When a team can't kill anything with a team comp like this one, my eyes go to Zarya. And then it's on 0 charge. This is not ideal. Okay. See, I was initially a little bit worried because, like, Taimu's entire damage output that entire fight after he shoots this Winston, I think, is about... Quick maths. 700 damage, right? 2 headshots for combining to 400 damage, 1 headshot for 300 on the Winston, or 295 maybe because he might have had some armor. Just to be actually, I think you're fine. In theory, Nene should probably have done a lot more than that, but he was just kind of worried about the Riptire and then on 0 charge somehow. Which I guess the low damage output that Fuel had actually helped them in that regard. So this is the 900 IQ Jane shit, man. We play a really low damage team comp, guys, and that way Zarya has no charge, and therefore, we play in a way that isn't shooting up people from like half the time. Because Junkrat's in spawn, and our Widowmaker's trying to fight the Sombra, and therefore they never get any charge. It's genius. With no charge, the Zarya's not going to do anything. Hey, Zachary's got another Junkrat ult. Infrasight, so Sabiobi has to get out. Sabiobi was meleeed to death by Taimu. Remember I was talking about strikers? Right, I've been talking about strikers a lot. You know, these sort of superstars who you set everything up for them. Oh, God, I turned a little bit into the spy from TF2 there. I was almost snorted. Widowmaker has a great voice line when she kills a Sombra, which is something like, "Not so clever now." It feels like that would be appropriate. You don't expect a Widowmaker to be camping your goddamn translocator. Oh my God. This is where if it was ranked, someone would be going, "Can somebody please deal with the Widowmaker Winston? What the fuck, dude? Report this Winston. He's not dealing with Widow." Allez, montre-toi. I don't speak French, as you can tell. I just like Widowmaker's voice lines. I just like Widowmaker very much. Don't judge me. Sabiobi, what are you doing? I want to see some greatness. Taimu spy checking. Is anyone else spy checking? It looks like Trail spy checking as well. Oh, it's good to see. Oh, he's been rumbled. Need the Metal Gear sound. Sabiobi. Oh, no, ooh.
I'm out of here. Always leave yourself alone.
Some mistakes have been made. You know, I was originally going to focus this around Zachary, but I'm also going to now change this focus to Sabiobi because Jesus Christ. They might still win this fight, unless Taimu kills everybody again. Oh, get him, Taimu, get him. Ah, yes, they're pocketing Taimu. They know where their bread is buttered. You'll love to see it. Okay, why did I exclaim Jesus Christ? Oh, there. Okay, we want to go back one more. There we go. So he's setting up. This is good. This is a development, right? He's not EMPing by throwing his translocator. He's actually trying to set up. He has to do a bit of a sneaking mission. There we go. We got to initiate, and this is already kind of a problem, right? The initiate's begun. It's in, and CBLB's nowhere near it. So Mano is literally on his own again. Mano is an island, and no Mano is an island. And the issue I have now is, like, CBLB gets into this sort of pretty cool position, actually. Like, he's behind Trill. If Excelsior fall back, there's a good chance that they can actually, like, get some stuff done. And actually try and pull people to the point. EMP this, you can get some kills, get your Zarya rolling. Oh, look, Nano's on 0 charge again. Somehow, despite Mano just engaging. And then what he ends up doing is running next to the nanoed Winston that everyone's focusing on. And like the Riptide passes right over, and quite wisely, actually, Zachary doesn't detonate it onto the nano Winston because he knows it's not going to kill it. And everyone's kind of safe. Everyone can just sort of hide and spawn. Everyone's just fine, hunky-dory, it's all okay. So he doesn't actually need to detonate it here. But by running up to the Nano Winston, he's already too late to start the engagement, right? If he nanos now, they just run in spawn the nano. If he EMPs now, they run in spawn, it's all fine. So it's not going to do anything here. And he's running next to, like, the main target, so everything's going to be shooting there, everything's going to see him coming, and it's just, like, too little too late. So it's like they don't know how to get the EMP into the position it needs to be in to win the fight. I've been loving this use of... Note's been playing like a cracker of a game on this Roadhog, actually. Kind of undersung. Like, Taimu's been carrying like crazy, but Note's been doing good shit. Now they've gone in for a second bite of the cherry. Mano's in a good place. They're engaging very hard, using the old sound barrier to do it. A lot of focus on Trill. No, I want to see a big number. 59's a big number. It's higher than I can count, so... Good stuff. Somebody please kill Taimu. Oh, I love the patience. I love the patience. The fact that he takes the time. He's not, like, panicking. He's literally taking a moment. He even gets in spawn. Healed up. Oh, that's the shot! Oh! I love it. I love it so much. You know what's really annoying about this? Is you look at this and you go, how do Excelsior win a team fight? And you look at their team comp and you look at Nene and you go, they have a grab. What do Excelsior do to stop the grab? How do they stop it? How do they do anything about the grab? The only way they stop the grab is if Zachary builds an ult before every single fight, runs into spawn, and then somehow gets the Riptire in place to stop everyone killing the Riptire. To stop everyone getting killed in the grab with the Riptire, right? Sort of using the fact that everyone clusters around Graviton Surges, even on offense, to try and sort of press them back. That's a good start. Sabiobi's having a bit of a nightmare. It feels like Sabiobi's been having a non-stop nightmare ever since he's been asked to play Sombra. Is Mano asleep? No, he's fine. Mano is again completely alone. Oh! Washed up. Got that one though. Okay. Like, the issue still seems to be, it's the same kind of issue the Vancouver Titans felt like they had for a good while, which is like they don't know how to get the value out of the Sombra. They don't know they don't know how to set up properly. And that's kind of a big old issue when Sombra is like 90% setup in pro level meta. What's with the texture here? Weird. Like glitching out. Very strange. Okay. Again, the overlays are backwards. That's always going to be annoying. Oh, look at all this spy checking happening. Oh, it's beautiful. You'll love to see it. What? What? Harry Hook, what have you done? What did you just do, son? Lad. Ah, lad, what have you done?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective.
Look at this. Oh. Bop. Beautiful. I don't think you do, Zen. I think you're just fine. Beautiful. You love to see it. Love to see some nice aggression out of Dallas Fuel now. Look, we got a Reinhardt. Messi, just take the point. Harry Hook's having a good time. He's managed to chunk Mano out completely. The only scary thing now for Fuel is if Dallas, like, man, Jesus, Animo's been chunked as well. What the fuck is happening? When did Harry Hook turn into, like... Did he just go over and suck out all of Jonak's blood and talent? He's a vampire. He's just absorbed it all. He's killing everyone. Slaying nerds. So yeah, the only scary thing here is if Jonak, like, gets a shitload of healing done, they might be able to get the Nano Winston out very quickly. Oh, hey! Oh my god, it's happened. It's actually happened. They've set up a dive. They've actually set up an engagement properly. Puts his translocator down. And look, he sets up. He's in position. Unstealth. Shooting into the back of the team. Hitting a vulnerable person. Oh, it's lovely.
I need healing.
A little bit greedy in the overstay, but got away with it because Brig was focusing in another direction.
I might need this later.
We'll pretend we didn't see that.
Feeling unstoppable.
I need healing.
That was a...
I might need this later.
There's a lesson you learn. And this like has me questioning like how much Sabiobi's playing on ladder and stuff. Like, is he just playing in scrims and shit? Because you learn very quickly that moving with your translocator is a greedy move, right? It's a very, very greedy thing to do with Sombra, to use your translocator for motion. Sombra's power is predicated on her ability to escape from fights. She doesn't really win many 1v1s if the enemy sort of is going pound for pound, hitting her and she's hitting them. She struggles a lot in 1v1s, she struggles a lot in confirming out kills. So if you put yourself into a position where you can do a 1v1, but you've used your translocator to get there, well, you've basically lost a cooldown, they still have a cooldown. Nice big difference between the two. And then you got this Swedish meatball, this thing here, right? The scourge of Overwatch, the terror herself, Brigitte Lindholm, staring you down. And yeah, like you just got to respect that. And instead he's jumping around, and that's over-engaged him, and now he's stuck in position. And now Dallas Fuel can come back. They might actually come back into this. They're gonna come back into this. Holy shit.
Being here all along.
It's not good. It feels like Sabiobi just has so many bad habits. Like it feels like he's still in tracer mode. I don't know. Like he just needs to play a lot safer, and he needs to not think that he can just fight and kill people as easily as he could on tracer. He's literally standing still. I remind you that Jonak's on the enemy team. He literally stood still. Jonak's on the other team.
Огонь по готовности.
It's amazing you got away with that. Maybe a bit of an overcommit there. Better safe than sorry, I suppose.
Beacon in place.
Removes any chance that they can flip it with SabiLB's ult. Is he going to set up in the back line? Set up. Why are you in front of... Why are you in front... Did SabiLB not play TF2? Like, genuine question. You play Spy in TF2 and you learn that, like... This is an engagement path, right? This is, like, in my head I call this an engagement path. Which means that your team can run through here, their team can run through here, and they're going to be shooting between this area. This area is going to be full of damage and bullets. So if you're playing a stealth hero that is de-stealth by taking damage, you don't stand in this fucking area. You force them to spy check. You force people to turn. And this team, it doesn't have a diva. It doesn't have the greatest spy checking. Zarya is not bad at it because she can just, stand still and spin around like a spinning top and just laser down. But that still has like a radius to it. You just stand back here. No one's going to touch you. Zen's not that great at spy checking. He can kind of spam around and check common spots, but he's got a precision weapon. It's not going to be great for it. Lucio can kind of do it a bit, but he's going to be like trying to roam around, maybe push mana around, probably actually just escorting around Harry Hook at the moment. Where are you? Right here, closer. He's taking some high ground. That's what he's doing. Apparently. Don't know why he's over there, but he is. He's having a good time. Is he hiding? No, he's not hiding. He shouldn't be hiding. He doesn't have an ult. Why would he hide? Harry Hook should be hiding. Harry Hook's hiding. Harry Hook's a good lad. Good boy, Harry Hook. Oh look, SabiLB's been hit, de-stealth, and now they can't EMP. Is he going to throw the Translocator? Oh look, they've been engaged on. And EMP. Not Translocator. Blah, blah, blah. Transcendence catches it. Is it enough to stop the bleed? It might not be enough to stop the bleed. Holy shit, they've done it. They won a team fight. How did Dallas not just kill them with the... Brr. Like, I don't understand why he moved back into this area. I thought, oh yeah, you're through. Great. Okay, the Earth Shadow doesn't get as much as I expected. The rally is good. That's going to help keep people alive. And because Harry Hook is hiding, there's not much damage in there. Trill's bounced out, instantly destroyed. Great target focus. And then they can't pick anyone off. It works out. They even kept Transcendence with it as well. See, my question now is like, how do Fuel win? I imagine they're just going to get a good EMP and they're going to keep pushing it. We'll see. I like them contesting this a lot. Like, don't let them take the high ground for free. Got a couple of cheeky swings in, push the Reinhardt to the low ground, so they're going to have to come from the low ground. They can't just sort of take the high road, which is always nice. SabiLB, where are you? That's Libero. That's SabiLB. Oh, he's in a position. He's set up somewhere.
Been here all along.
He's actually set up somewhere where he can do useful things. He can maybe hack this Reinhardt or do something cool. Okay. There's the trance. Now we're goats. This is the first goats fight that we've seen, where people are using ults and nobody's dying, and nothing is happening. Taimu. Bit of a SabiLB engagement there. Good job, Animo. SabiLB the counter. Yeah. Trill, what happened to you, son? A little bit too early on the old EMP there. Like, here's the issue, right? It's very tempting in these fights, I imagine, to like, oh, we've got EMP. Great, let's go. Because EMP will win us the fight. And we've kind of seen, like, literally demonstrated in this series that sometimes EMP is not enough to win you the fight. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's a little bit volatile that way. But. Right, big old booty. Here's the thing. What wins you the fight, what will win you a fight pretty much guaranteed, is these two ults combined. Especially if the enemy team is positioned like this. Right? You manage to get the Earth Shadow down. With the EMP, that's suddenly way, way more value. You've just watched Mano blow his ultimate. He's just whiffed it right into the barrier. And it feels like if they just held off for 2 more seconds, got that combo, and like, it's the training and the knowledge to emphasize that combo of, if we can land Earth Shadow, we will win a fight. Right? If Earth Shadow lands and hits 1 or 2 people, we win. And this is something that, you know, I think Hayes talked about a lot last year with Team UK. It's kind of the thing that they realized when they moved in fusions with Kib. It was like, playing around Grab Diva Bomb stopped working ages and ages and ages ago. Playing around Brigstun Earth Shadow, that was working. And so they emphasized that. And I think you can still kind of do that with these Sombra comps, where you emphasize finding ways to get that Earth Shadow to land and get value, rather than just like having Reinhardt's throw him around willy-nilly. And when you get those results, that's mwah. And it just takes, you know, a little bit of wait, Trill almost has his ult. Let's try and emphasize that. Because now Trill's just got to try and throw this thing out. Like, he's got an Earth Shadow, he wants to use it. He's probably just going to lob it at Jonak, maybe? No? Oh. And like, when you don't have the EMP, it's so much harder to do this, because Libero's doing something kind of nice here. It's actually really nice. He's in a really awkward position for Fuel to deal with on this high ground area. So Trill's standing there, and if Trill tries to drop the hammer, Libero's just going to drop and hit him pretty much instantly. I think he can actually probably literally just go forward with the Brigstun here and probably catch him with it. So Trill, like, as long as Libero is near him, Trill cannot Earth Shadow, because that's what Libero is sort of marking at the moment. He is literally waiting for his moment. Got a very hard engage. They need to get something off this. So I imagine Trill's going to run forward and just Earth Shadow Jonak. Or he gets Libero. That should not have happened. Okay. Kind of went as expected. When you use the Transcendence to engage, especially if they have a Transcendence as well, like Jonak still has his, you've got to get kills in like these moments, but Jonak counters it, and then Nene counts to like 3 or 4, fires off the Grav, and then it's just a couple of hammer swings from Mano, and everyone's dead. It's not the end of the world though. Note has a Grav, kind of nothing to stop it. Timer's a little bit behind here. I think Timer just needs to like speed up, and like, he needs to get this ult. If they get EMP Grav, they can just win. Timer's playing this very cagily instead. Looks like they're moving to high ground. So it looks like they're not emphasizing the EMP here. They're just going to wait. This is actually really nice from Excelsior. It's going to be much, like, it's way harder for them to get the Grav.
30 seconds remaining.
That's a cool engagement. That's a really cool engagement. I really like that. That's really good. One of the issues with goats in general, like even sort of Winston goats to some degree, suffers from this problem. Where it's like, moving to high ground is difficult for the entire team. Like, the Winston can get up there, but everybody else can't. So by taking control of the high ground here, spending the time to set up on the high ground, A, Sabiobi has a great attack angle. B, Excelsior can kind of do whatever they want at this point. Like, there's no way, and they're even running over to check it, right, that if they try and engage across this narrow bridge, well, that's not going to go great for them. Like, that's not where you really want to be fighting at all. So they can contest it kind of nicely and easily. So BLB gets this great EMP here, and I don't mind the decision to go down here. I think this is actually probably the best choice that they could have made in the circumstances. They got to get to the payload. Maybe this isn't the option. Maybe the better option is to like try and get through all this shit, but that's so long. Like they'd be barely getting to the payload in time. So like this isn't too bad of an option. And then trying to hole up in here. But yeah, Mano just gets in there. Cleave damage. 20 seconds. Taimu can contest. He's going to have to. No one's actually watching the payload, which is actually really good for Taimu because he can just, yeah, stand here. Oh, the Duke. They're so hesitant. Oh, the anti. Ah. Ooh, don't see dive. I'm so paranoid about it. Okay, closest on it. Whoa. Is that like a BM shadow? No, not really. It was like they knew there's only one way that they get to the point here. They know that Sombra is going to contest. They 100% know. Right? If I can fucking figure this shit out, then they can figure this shit out, right? They know it. It's why I would kind of like it if like Nene or something just shot a couple of right clicks down. Because if you catch the Sombra in this early moment, it will force the Translocate. Like, there's no way she can stay there. Or just have Animo maybe try and just fire some shots around just to sort of spy check this area a little bit. Just to make sure that Taimu can't do this, which is like the comfortable thing for Taimu to do. They know that this is going to happen. Like, Mano could have just honestly gone for an Earth Shadow like right now before Taimu even de-stealths and probably would have got it. And I think that's kind of what he was trying to go for. Because if he gets it and kills Taimu, then they kind of win anyway. And they're not going to have an Earth Shadow, an EMP of their own, so yeah, that's probably the best Earth Shadow they're going to get. I think the issue I have here is that they're so cagey on pulling the trigger. I think they suspect that Jonak has ult, which honestly, considering how fast Jonak charges them, isn't the worst estimation. But I think I would have liked to just see a grab here. Like, you are all in no matter what. They managed to get Mano anyway, which is, you know, great. Good job. God, I'm so paranoid about that. Like, this is what it means to play on a team, right? You know that Closer is going to stay on it. Closer's probably, you know, in these situations, Closer is the guy that stands on the payload. That is fine. Not something I would ever do in ranked. Not something I'd ever risk in ranked, right? Good job, Dallas. You're doing it. Oh! Oh! Ho, ho! Taimu!
I'm on fire.
I love it.
Initiating the much better.
That's it. Good charge.
See you later.
Nice, he respects it. Taimu tried to get a counter hack. Did you see it? Did you see them go for it? I saw them go for it. It's bold. It was a bold move. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump off the high ground. Can I like get the camera off? Thank you. I'm gonna jump off the high ground and hack Mano, and that's gonna get me. You know what might have been better is if you wait like 3 seconds that it takes for Taimu to run around here, and you just hack from up here. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this beautiful spot. And honestly, Trill could just fucking go for it no matter what, because Mano has to turn around to try and block the hack. Mano has a choice. He either gets Earth Shattered, or he gets hacked. Both of these options are bad. Oh, Drill. Almost gone. Oh my god, how did Mana get hacked there? Oh god, I hate it goes back 20 seconds.
60 seconds.
Hammer down. The likes of which has not been seen since the days of
Oh. It's not over yet. Taimu is out. 1 or 2 more swings. Earth Shatter. I'm fine with that EMP. Like, Mana was already in there and very close to having Earth Shatter. The fact that he's already in means that he's going to land a swing, at least, and get it. So at least he has it, and they're all hacked so they can't block it. Grab EMP. Grenade for the win. Taimu set up. Oh, look at this! Look at this beautiful boy who's set up in position. There's a counter grab. Ooh, NYXL's probably gonna win. No, we've seen him throw it before. No, I think Nene has actual charge. I like the swap onto the Batiste from Libero. Batista's like great instant impact, and he's a fine replacement for a Brig. You leave spawn, you throw an immortality field, everyone's saved. Feels good. He's very good for those last second stalls when people don't expect him. Okay. So yeah, it's a good push. As far as pushes go, you got it at a good distance considering they almost got stopped at second. It's a pretty nice start. I would have to say. I'm going to watch this. Is there anyone even in the car? Or is the car hollow? Considering how Blizzard texture the maps, it wouldn't surprise me if there was someone inside. No, there's no one inside. Alas. Alas! We will never get to see Alfred hitch bot. So I remember seeing this, and I was sort of checking the footage, and I was like, what the hell? Taimu was like one of the 4 people on the planet who I think could make this hero work. Especially with a Mercy Pocket. But I like the choice out of Excelsior in terms of, yeah, we play goats. And it's just goats. Honestly, I think I'd prefer Moira to Zen. I'm guessing. How's Zachary on 10%? Zachary, how are you on 10%, son? Like, the Ashe can generally get some free early charge with a good dynamite.
The hunter plays a trap for his prey.
Oh, we got some damage. %. 35%. Okay, oh, no. That was blocked. It is utterly integral that the Junkrat build ult charge very quickly in this team comp. So that's Junkrat. Burp, 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 burp. I got Bob. Yeah, they're letting it go. I guess if you have Jonak, who is like a killer support and not a support, having him on the Zen instead of the Moira makes sense. I just feel the Moira might be a little bit safer, but it's Jonak. Bob is on the field. There is no Ana. Bob's in the corner. Actually, no, Bob's not going to do anything. He's just going to zone. He's a zoning Bob, like most Bobs. Bought a good amount of time. Always nice to see. Okay, we got a Riptire. We have one. Wait for it. It's going to be huge. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be the best Riptide you've ever seen. It's come on. Oh, oh. We are, what, 2 minutes into this round? Yeah. That didn't go well. Here's the thing, okay? Right, you beat goats, you beat a team comp like this. Like, my question is how do Fuel win from this point? Okay, you've got goats on the goddamn payload. You've got to get them off somehow. You've got to do something about it. You have an Ashe shooting into it, who does actually have a Mercy, like, plugged in. I really want to see Closer, like, plugged into Taimu a lot more for how the series has been going. But honestly, you're not going to, like, this core is not going to shift him off. All pressure is on Zachary to, like, do a lot of damage, and then you need to do something with the Riptire. The issue here is that the Riptire takes so long to get, and by the time he has it, he has to back out so far. Meanwhile, NYXL have already engaged with a Winston and a Diva. And it feels like the pressure should be on Zachary here. But because Note has had to peel, Note has to run off and go and save Harry Hook. Note cannot support the Riptire. Like, Riptires do need support. You can't just send them in on their own. You need something with it. This Ashe actually looks really good as well. It's like a really good color scheme on her. Sort of the white hat Ashe, I guess. Yeah, you can't just send Riptires in on their own. Like, you need something with them. You need, like, a Winston either running interference, jumping in, bubbling, stopping some damage, and then, like, the Riptire follows in. Or you need the Diva defense matrixing it. You need something blocking for that ultimate. Or this happens. Yeah. Every time. Every time that will happen.
Into the iris.
One of the issues with playing 200 hit point heroes is they can die in grabs. Even with Transcendence. Back to the Some Goats. Okay. How? Oh, fuck! Okay, that's out. Wow. Yeah. Okay, I guess he wasn't expecting 3 people, which kind of makes sense. That death makes sense. Like, he's trying to cover one of the exits, maybe catch one person coming out on their own. It's maybe a little bit greedy, but fair enough. It's fine. Nene's like super far ahead.
My ultimate is charging.
Go kill Harry Hook. Almost has Graph. Almost got Graph. Has Graph. C9. Lol. Nene's charged. He's doing better. Makes a big difference, doesn't it? I kind of want to see how much of a C9 this is. I mean, technically they'd lost the fight, but the bad situation here is, you know, you got people dying after the payload's already confirmed, so they're going to get it even further. Although the gate's going to slow it down a little bit. They just can't get near it. So we did rally for some... I guess the fight's not over. You know what? Fine. Fine. Better safe than sorry. It's only a rally. 5 ults for the Excelsior. Reinhardt's come out because it's a narrow area, not much high ground. Well, there is high ground, but you know you don't need a Winston jumping around. You need a big Rhine barrier to block all the damage. Good, good, good. Taimu has ult. Whereas Taimu in position, good to go. I love it. This is a fight. This bit was what interested me. I love Taimu's positioning here. Primo stuff. Good stuff. He's got like a good overview. You can see where everybody is. He knows what's going on at any given moment. You can see that actually Excelsior doing a good job here of preparing for it as well. Let's clear all that. There we go. Look at Nene's positioning. He's actually there to try and catch Jonak. To try and bubble him. That's really cool. They decide to engage. Love it. I love a good decisive engagement. Transcendence stalls it out. Taimu opts against it. Correct choice. Like Taimu abandoning or aborting that engagement. Like everyone's grabbed. Good shit. So yeah, he aborts it. Grab ends. Everyone survives except for Trill. But they still want to fight this. They still need to fight this. If they lose this, they lose the game. So, yep, engage. Gets everyone. Nene's badly out of position. Sabiobi also out of position and caught by this. Sound barrier is not going to be enough. Like, it's too slow. Can't save them. As a result, Dallas Fuel should win this fight. But I've been proven wrong before. Hunt down, kill Animo. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now you got to hold this for 3 minutes. That isn't a good situation to be in. Silver lining is they did use grab, so they're probably just going to engage using EMP. EMP Shatter? Yeah, you kind of fell for that one. You know they got it. How far back have I gone? Maybe they didn't think Sabiobi had it. Like, Sabiobi's actually gone up quite a lot of charge very quickly here, so... Like, they get the ults just in time. Where's closer? Relatively safe. And then he runs in. Why does he run in? Why have you done this? Well. He had to get that sweet, sweet Lucio damage in there. That's probably game. Whoa. Zachary can die. No. Oh. There we go. Yeah. Little bit of a whiffaroonie from close to that. They might have still lost the fight, but hey, there's no need. There's no need. Sabiobi did a good job there, I will say, like, because we're being very critical of Sabiobi. Sabiobi did a very good job there of building that ult in time. That's an interesting support mix. Oh, they're doing the underneath Mei strat. Okay. So they're going to defend from down here. You can use Mei, wall this up, block this, stall it out. Good stuff. All good stuff.
5, 4, 3.
Gonna just go for a cheeky
Attackers incoming.
melee check and hook check. Not gonna get it.
I am moving the payload. Fall in with me.
15 seconds pass. NYXL can see what they're playing against now. They know what's happening. How do they respond? They just walk down here.
Get in there. That's not like it.
There we go. Contest, contest, contest. May might be too far forward here, actually. There we go. Payload is grinding forward steadily. They have to do something soon. They gotta do something now. Jesus! How did Sabiobi build that charge?
Need healing over.
Like, that's actually really impressive. So yeah, Diva is spy checking out the back as well. And then stops.
Healing. I need healing. I need healing.
Gets the Zen Orb, comes back. I'd like to see him flip this health pack, yeah. Okay, that explains a lot. That's really good. Because now he can just sit on that health pack. Note can't deal with him. Like, Note can't handle that.
Need healing over here. Need healing over here.
And then he has an angle in here, and oh no, that's not what you want. Make him out.
Amateur hour.
Why does he translocate?
Initiating.
Why does he use it?
I need healing.
Why does he insist on it every time?
Fire.
You are right there.
And you'll get burned.
You are right there. Oh, that bubble. Nice. Well, that didn't work. Feels like Dallas fucked that up.
Always leave yourself a
Oh, hey, AKM's back. Oh, we got the bug. Widow has 2 rifles. Gee, Widowmaker. Why does Doomfist let you have 2 rifles? Okay. Sabiobi's doing a lot better. 40% again already. Double sniper.
The dragon stirs within me. Blocked by the dragon.
This is going to be really irritating. Oh, yep. We're getting progress on the payload, though.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Nice. Payload's now stuck. They need to clean this up. Dragon? Yep. That's nice.
By the dragon.
No one can hide from my sight.
Payload's still moving though. This is sort of the problem, right? It feels very weird because we've seen like a lot of kills coming out of the Dallas Fuel, but you think about what they're actually doing, what's actually happening, and they're not. It's not as good as you would expect. It starts out great for them. And it's like, you know, they're holding this down really nicely. Sonic Arrow plus Widowmaker, always nice. BLB gets caught. Brilliant. Lovely. Excelsior are stuck. They've stopped. But Excelsior, they got an okay-ish time on that first point. Slowed down a little bit, but still pretty good overall. Got some ultimates built up as well, which is always nice. Engagement begins, they lose Animo. And it's like, oh, great. But they can't quite kill everything off. And that kill on AKM is huge, actually. Again, Sabiobi actually setting up with someone. Like, Mano and Sabiobi combining together, and they kill the Widowmaker. My god, who knew that could happen? Look, he has a translocator as well. Ah, lovely. And the payload's still moving. It's like they're winning the fight, but they can't finish it off, and they can't contest for long enough to win the fight. And I think the biggest issue here is that they have no slam dunk, okay, we won this team fight, right? Excelsior can drag this fight on and on and on and on and on and on and on. No, please. And that only plays into their benefits. Because their team comp can go like this and can fight like this for ages and ages and ages and ages and ages and just get ults and get new ones. And as long as AKM doesn't like kill 4 people, which is going to be very bloody difficult to do, then all of this just plays into NYXL's hands.
I need healing.
And like, this will be like a really confusing game for AKM, right? Like, AKM will be like, what the fuck? You know, I started that fight, and I killed literally 2 supports. I killed Lucio and Zenyatta. How do we not win that fight? How do you not win this fight? You know, it's sort of the question you end up asking. Like, boom, straight away. Oh, dodge. 1 headshot, beautiful. 2 headshot, incredible. Incredible. And then it's like they just needed to do something. But here's the issue with Double Sniper, is you don't do something. You don't... Like, they lose the Widow, but you got a Mercy. Like, are they going to stop... Like, if everyone drops down now and you just defense matrix it, can they stop the res? No, I don't think they can. He has it. But it's like they can't commit on anything because, well, Zachary's on high ground and, oh, I'm peeling, but Mano's fine. Does die. Okay. Engage. Why is he backed out? Why is he backed out? What is he afraid of?
No one can hide from my sight.
Like, they got chunked out by the dragon. The sound barrier is mostly eaten. Like, all of that support ult. Lol. Oh, no, he gets caught in it anyway. He went back into it. He was helping his buddy Nene look good.
Always leave yourself back. Handle as you say.
I'm not the biggest fan of that EMP, but I'll allow it.
I need healing. I'm moving the page. I'll use this later.
Yeah, no, this makes sense. Like, die on the payload. Whoa! Slow your roll there, son. Why? He better swap. If he's not swapping, I'm going to be livid. I want to see Zenyatta appear on this screen right now. Why do we have a Junkrat? Okay, good. Okay, fine. Fine, I'll allow it. Some off. There. Go away. Right. Why do we have a Junkrat? I mean, he's done great getting this ult charge. He's actually, you know, done it this time. But this is like a really open point. Why? Like, I get the spamming down here. That's fine. But when you start getting to like this corner, it feels like the Junkrat's just going to lose any and all value. That needs to stop happening. Like this, because now you don't have like a high ground and there's no like nice cul-de-sac where you can just like lob the grenades in and they're going to detonate and do damage. They'll probably just like bounce down this way and just not do anything, or like everyone's going to position it around here, right? And you can't just have the grenades detonate here. There's no like backboard to detonate anything onto.
Ouch.
CBLB's just killed 2. CBLB's turned up.
Allah till mig!
Helden sterben nicht. Apagando las luces.
Better be one hell of a Riptire. Oh wait, he's hacked. Mano's not going to kill that on his own. Ooh boy. That was a decision that was made. What the hell is going on? Okay, so what's annoyed me here is this. There's actually one specific moment that really irritates me in this entire thing.
Allah till mig!
Helden sterben nicht.
And it's
Apagando las luces.
this... No, wait, 1 second. Almost. This moment, right here. This actively annoys me. Why? Closure is in Valkyrie mode. Okay, if you aren't aware, because Valkyrie, no, not many people play Mercy. She's a little bit of an unknown hero. Valkyrie means that you can heal multiple people all at once. Your beam splits and heals in a big AoE effect. And Mercy does a good amount of healing, a good whack of healing, all things considered, especially if there's just like a solo DPS. She can generally kind of keep pace with it, especially if, you know, there's a Winston. Now, theoretically, Winston can kill something that Mercy is healing. It just takes forever. Like, literally a minute or some shit. Like, it takes a long time. So if Mercy's plugged into Harry Hook, because Mercy's going to be plugged into Harry Hook because Mercy has Valkyrie, she can get anywhere and heal anything at any time. Why is Mano jumping into the back line on his own? What is this actually going to achieve? It pulls everybody back to peel for him, but honestly, Note didn't even need to come back here. And honestly, Dallas Fuel are going to be peeling back regardless. No one can help him. Nene's in spawn. Maybe he's looking for a primal? And he can like try and knock people off? I don't know, it just seems like such a weird maneuver of like... Well, we'll push them back, but they're already pushing back, and now they're just gonna like feast on Mano's juicy, tender 600 or 500 hit points. Mmm, delicious. That juicy Winston meat. And now they've lost the plot completely. Honestly, they might win just because Libero's on Tracer, and I don't think Fuel can handle that. Okay, regroup, guys. Stop feeding. Stop, please. The NYXL were known so long for like good, consistent Overwatch. You know, just very strategically sound, solid plays.
You must like me.
And they generally, like, occasionally, you know, they get massive advantages because Jonak will get them a pick or something, but... Case in fucking point. But it's like... It just feels sloppier. And maybe it is because CBLB's on the Sombra and, like, the shot calling's changed to different... Oh, look, now you got a proper dive!
Sterben nicht.
Forced to retreat into spawn. Get him! Yeah! Good boy. Good job, Bloser. I love it. Zachary needs to get this ult. Oh.
I'm taking care of you. I'm here.
It just feels like they got sloppy all of a sudden.
Damage boost engaged.
Just what I needed.
Ooh, spy checking. Also, Note actually doing it this time. Nice. Frig happened to Jonak. I'm guessing he just ate a nade. Okay, Zachary has his Riptire. Better be a humdinger. I'm actually impressed that he's built these as fast as he has. Oh! The camera's a bit weird. Okay. Doesn't... Oh no, got the mech. Fair enough. Did die for it. France's gift to hit scan. Great shot on Sabiobi, but... Oh! 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 I love it. I genuinely actually think this is a really good strategy. When you're in these, like, stall modes, just whapping out the Bastion. I love it. I actually want to see this Junkrat. Like, it feels to me in this space he should really struggle to get ult charged, but he's been doing okay with it. Like, this is kind of what I envision, like this exact issue where he's just like firing and they're just sort of bouncing down the slope but not hitting anything. I'm going to see kind of the same issue as before, where it's like there's a backline dive, Harry Hook gets mildly inconvenienced, and the hides in spawn. And then nothing. Obi, you better be setting up. He's going to throw the Translocator, he's going to EMP, and they're going to win, because there's no Harry Hook to counter. Oh, Baptiste! They see 9. Baptiste! What do I say about the Baptiste swap?
Apagando las luces.
How quickly did he swap? Oh my god!
No dying.
Into the iris.
Look, he swaps, throws it out, and then goes back to Ada, throws a grenade. Oh my god, that's so cool. And then Excelsior C9s. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry, that's really cool to me. Like, in terms of moment-to-moment value, Ana is way better than Mercy. Especially with all the cooldowns up. Throws grenade. Swaps to Baptiste. Throws this. Swaps back to Ana. Has grenade again. Throws grenade. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love that so much. That might need a bit of fixing. That shouldn't be viable.
Apagando las luces.
Pass into the iris.
Look, it makes a huge difference as well. Like, they can't kill Note. And then everyone's just, yeah. That's on Animo. Like, Animo needs to be the guy on the point there. Just babysitting it. That's rough. Oh, holy shit, those swaps.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
That's using your noggin. That's using the thinky bits.
Initiating match.
Alright, we're gonna zoom through the map. Skip forward. Skip forward. Skip forward.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers
Nice.
incoming.
Ooh. Still, that, oh, okay. Is he just gonna play from here? This feels greedy, like going in this far. That's really interesting. Okay. I guess in the Hanzo is like set up over here. Hanzo's dealing with Sombra. And then yeah, shooting from the front. I'd like to see, like, I'd honestly prefer to see like AKM just try and wall climb up here or some shit and shoot from this angle. And you have the Junkrat coming in here. I think getting in this deep is kind of greedy. Just because if they do manage to engage on you somehow, which will be difficult to do, but if they do, you will, like, there's no way that he can get out of there alive. He's so deep. Because honestly, I think if he just stays like here, he can probably still like bounce the nades a little bit and get them into this. And then if he needs to, he can come out this way and then bounce them in from this way. If you have the Hanzo shooting from here, there's just nowhere to stay up there. Slap the Winston. Nice. Good job. NYXL have to fall back. Go figure. And now he set Zachary up to shell out the server room.
This bomb's for you.
Oh, god damn it. Ah! Why is it stuck in third person mode? I don't want to be in third person mode. Can't remember what the button was for first person mode. For some reason it's not toggling on the button that I expect it to be. Toggle pause, booked it next, toggle space. There we go, okay, fine. Space. Boom. So yeah, it's just going to shell out the server room. Celsius haven't had a chance to do anything, really. And I think, honestly, it comes down to that kill that was on to Mano very early. Like, the way that Excelsior play this team comp is you try and get the nano boosts going as soon as possible, right? That's how you play this sort of Ana, Winston, Goat style. But because Winston died so early, Jonex had nothing to, like, heal spam into. I'm guessing Zachary's going to stay on this. This is where Excelsior can get dangerous, though, because some Goats is still fairly Goats-esque. Okay, I'm going to the Widow. Makes sense. Waiting for the Riptire. This is very passive. Again, Nene's probably on like 0 charge. It's the big brain Dallas Fuel no damage comp. It works. It works so well. They just don't do any damage. If they don't do any damage, Nene doesn't do any damage. And if Nene doesn't do any damage, Excelsior don't do any damage. It's genius. I tease, but it works. It actually works. Alright, what do we think, chat? Who's going to win the next fight? I think Excelsior can do it. I just think it's going to be tricky, especially if Nene does get both of these tanks. It's going to be tough. The difficulty here is that, like, AKM and Zachary are going to be on high ground, so no one can get to them. Even if you grab them, like, no one's going to actually be able to touch them. So the only things you can grab are going to be, like, the Winston and D.Va. Grabbing D.Va, of course, is always going to be a bit of a risky thing to do, but Valkyrie's not going to be able to save them. Ana Grenade might. Ana Grenade coming out of Jonek was slow. They do get Trill at the very least. Nene's got charge. Great body blocking. But everyone's dead. Oh, they're re-engaged. Not going to be enough. I think my team fight was lost when Janet couldn't get the grenade into the grab. We're going to check, because I like checking. Barry's in the way. Suicide Ana into it. Gets both. But it's kind of after everything's done. Really nice disengage and re-engage out of Fuel as well. little bit of patience, waits for everything to die, gets it out there. Jonak's stuck. Tries to nano the Sombra. Sombra doesn't even get to contest, I think. Fat lot of good that did. That worked a lot better than I was expecting.
G'day, Cobber. G'day, mate.
Excelsior really changing up the team club. Oh my god, we got DPS heroes. Sound the alarm. Fruity Fuel, go goats. Yep. 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 And then so you gotta swap right back. Yeah, you can't contest that. You can't do it, son.
Payload's moving out. Keep it covered.
Okay, so it's like Widow Goats versus Widow Sombra? With Animo, okay. It's like pseudo, it's like a hybrid of like the last two metas with like the Widow Mercy, but then with like a Goatsy surrounding. Interesting. Very interesting. The issue I have here is that you might end up in a bit of what's called like a weighted companion sniper situation. It's basically instead of a weighted companion cube, you have the weighted companion sniper who's just going to stand around. And, you know, AKM and Neno are probably going to have a great old battle. They're going to be shooting each other and doing all sorts of cool stuff with each other. And then what is sort of my question, right? If Nene kills AKM, what does he do after that? Who does he kill? Who does he get? Who does he go for? Oh, that's a big kill. I think Dallas Fuel. Dallas already. Okay, no, Close is dead. Nano Winston, they got nothing to deal with it. And everyone dies. There we go. That's what we want to see. Some goats on some goats. Nene, you're going to stay or you're going to swap? Nope, swaps to Zarya straight away. Lucio coming out instead of the Mercy. I love it. Save. Oh no! No! Sabiobi gets hacked and he's like, I'll save you! Oh, Jonak literally. Hello! Hello, I'm here! Hi! At least Briggs there. Briggs there to say, oh Jesus. Oh no. That's rough. Mano's dead, but Fuel don't have any tools to convert this, so I think it's just gonna stalemate for another like 10 seconds. He's gonna come back. Oh, yeah, EMP. Need to run in and kill everyone. Okay. That's pretty good. Dallas are continuing to fight this for some reason. There we go. Like, you got 2 minutes, Dallas. There's no need to give Sabiobi another EMP. Okay, AKM. The cool part about this map is you can set up very easily. Like, there's a lot of pathways all the way around the map. You can get wherever you need to go. The bad part of this map is that the spawn doors are right there. He's on high ground. Another hack on Sabiobi. Very heavy commitment on Mano. Why? Why? Oh shit, we must peel for Harry Hook. I'm going to EMP. Look at that big old juicy sphere. Yeah. He hacked Sabiobi, so Sabiobi's hacked. He's not actually EMP'd. He's all the way back here. He's going to be just fine in a second or two. Mano. Like, if they had a Zen, or if like an anti-nade landed, but even then, the nade's going to get purged. Nene still has all of his cooldowns, or he's going to have his cooldowns. Bubbled, brigged, just fine. And it feels like Dallas were like, you know, all the tanks and everything, Brig, everyone was positioned super far forward. They were ready to go into the back line. Also shows how ridiculously big the EMP hitbox is. It still only hit one person. It's very visually impressive. Don't get me wrong, but actually drawing it out on the ground isn't that big. Like, in my opinion, it's not actually, like, it's designed to hit an entire team. Okay, we've got a very aggressive engage. Nano Winston for the engage. They're playing pure goats now. They don't have the Sombra anymore. Great nade. How the fuck do Fuel lose this? Nene's grabbing. Sound barrier, but should still be some deaths. They got Jonak. Almost get Nene. Target focus goes AWOL. There we go. They're going to get Nene. Sabiobi can die. Oh, that nade. They're not killing fast enough. Like, the target focus is not there. So they got to clean and they got to kill and kill and kill and kill and kill and kill. I kind of like this swap actually out of mana. Trail swaps the match. One fight left in it. Who wins? I'm guessing it's going to be like a rally nano. Do you nano the Rhine here? Kind of awkward. Very early sound barrier. Jonek's just going to hold. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. Makes sense, actually. Doesn't make sense. Like, the big question here is, does Closer need to use this ult? In my mind. What does Closer see? So the reason why I say that he might need to ult here is because, like, normally you would just retreat, you would just back away from this, but they can't do that, right? Trill is kind of stuck, but they have to stay on the payload anyway because that's what the clock says. Harry Hook's not in the greatest position, he's going to get blocked. I think he does need a sound barrier here. But that kind of ends up securing it because now they can just wait. There's no sound barrier to counter this. Mano can just leisurely kill everybody. Okay, that's probably the end of that, yeah. Final game, Nepal. Ooh, I'm tired. I've had a really bad case of insomnia lately. Let's take a look. Okay. They've been running this team comp a lot and been getting very mixed results with it.
Hello. Greetings.
So, like normal, Zachary got to build barrage extremely quickly. Sabielby got to find the hacks very quickly. Got to build up the ult charge. He's still in spawn. Looks like they're going to change up. I'm guessing they're changing off the Sombra then? Just going straight goats? Yeah. Straight goats. Sticking with the Zen, no Moira. Okay, Zachary, it's all on you. Absolutely all on you. 33%. Very laborious. DBSD, man, chill it with the caps. No. Whoop. Whoop. Bop. Ah, amazing. Incredible. Isn't it fun how easy that is? Right. He's actually doing it. He's doing it. Doesn't get the kill, but honestly, his job isn't to get the kill here. His entire team's died. That's a problem. That's an utter problem.
That's better.
That ain't the engage you're looking for. Why are we engaging? Like, this team comp cannot win in this rate fight, right? This is the fundamental principle of playing like Sombra Pharah. You don't win the straight fight here. There's no way you kill any of these people. You maybe can kill Jonak if the focus is perfect on him. But it ain't. It absolutely ain't. And even then, you probably extend so much to kill Jonak that the rest of your team is just going to die. You win with this team comp by getting an EMP, getting a nano, or getting the barrage, and getting a lot of value out of it. Looks like they're sticking with it, though.
Hello. Thanks for the assist.
And at this stage, like, Zachary is just fishing. Can do myself a favor. There we go. Okay. NYXL are really overextending here, but they can kind of afford to. 6 ults for fuel.
I'm on the objective. Rally to my position.
This is the problem with this team comp. This is why people don't play this team comp into goats. Because the line between winning and losing is so fine. And so slim. Like, they get this kill onto Mano, and NYXL quite rightly realize, hey, yo, shit, we gotta get out. We gotta run. We're out. But to win this fight, AKM needs to get both the EMP onto Animo and onto Jonak. If either of them survive, there's a good chance that they just absorb the barrage. This is why I think you can try and do this with like 2 steps instead of doing it with just 1. Do they use the nano is my question. Yeah. They nano onto the Winston, I imagine. Trill, are you nanoed? Are you glowing? Yeah. The issue I have with using all of these ults at the same time is if the barrage don't kill them, the Nano Winston ain't gonna kill them, right? Like, think of it that way. Think of it like, if they can survive the barrage, then something's already gone kind of wrong. Like, barrage EMP should kill them already. So you can just use Nano Winston, launch it in, sit on top of Jonak, for example, try and force the trance, and that way then you only have to worry about the Lucio. Or you launch him at the Lucio, and then you only have to worry about the Zenyatta and blow him up. You've got to do, like, you either have to hit these 3 people with the EMP, because if you don't, they're going to stop it, or you have to do something to force their use of ults. If you try and do everything at once, and you miss even one of these things, they just absorb it all. And then you're back to square one. And then you're stuck fighting a goats comp, and they just don't care. And they're just, yep, fine, we'll fight you all day, every day. And what's interesting to me is like how they default to this comp, but I don't see how they're meant to get this working by doing it this way, where they're like throwing 4 ults or 5 ults into a fight and going, yeah, this will get him. And it might once every 4 fights. Don't see it doing more than that. I have a Zen now. Why do you have a Zen? Harry Hook's going to die over and over again. He has no peel. I don't know why they swapped to the Zen there. Like, at least with Arnie you have a little bit of self-peel. You know, you can sort of use the grenade, you can use the sleep dart, and you can survive just a little bit, you know, a little bit of time. But now Note has to babysit him. Closer can't help him. Closer's busy keeping Zachary alive. So Note has to just stay and babysit Harry Hook. And guess what? Look how effective that was. Look how well that worked. And they even dumped the bomb on his body, so Closer can't res him. Goodbye, Zachary. It's been a year of goats already. I want to say yes. Like, I mean, I consider goats kind of incepted with goats, like the team that played it, and it would be around now, probably a bit earlier than now. A month or 2. Okay, you're going to see Orisa come out. McCree. Excelsior sticking with goats. No Sombra. I guess they really want to win this one, so playing it safe. Dallas Fuel going for something a bit different. I like it. Just for the novelty. Key here for Dallas is rotation and avoiding getting rushed down on. If they can do that and just sort of get a lot of damage in, pick some people off here and there, it'll be grand. So they're going to rotate around to here. Okay. Celsius is going to stay behind. Winston's jumped, so just move away. Don't follow back there. This is awkward now. This is very awkward. Okay. I think I know what happened here. Like, aside from they done fucked up. I go up here, it'll actually be an easier view. Let's get this up, let's get this up. Okay. So, what happened? Well, pretty simply, so they panicked. Fuel saw, oh, well, the point's flipping, right? Excelsior, with this team comp, they can pretty freely actually just take the point. They are durable, they're tanky, this is a heckin' chunky comp. They can just go, hey, yeah, we can just move on to here, take the point, all good, all happy. But honestly, for Dallas Fuel, that's not a big problem. Like, Dallas Fuel, if the enemy team stood in this big open space over here, Fuel don't really care. They can just shoot into it and they can maybe pick some stuff off. The issue that happens is when Trill goes, oh shit, and needs to run onto the point, and then becomes like this fixed position on the point. You then end up with 3 people stuck over here that Jonak has a sight line on and can shoot at, which is always going to feel real bad. Winston's now in jumping position as well. He's just going to be safe over there. You can't chase him down over here, remember, because if you do, you're just going to get sort of bottled in. You can just jump out this way. He can maybe force his way out and jump out this way. You're not really going to pin him down. You don't have a way of doing that. And so Trill just ends up in this position, and then it's like, well, now what are you going to do? Diva just ends up stuck. Trill can kind of survive, but I think at this point, the ball is in Excelsior's court. Excelsior can kind of just pick a target and focus it, and that's fine. I got mana. Oh, they might be doing it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Well then, that shows me. I don't understand what Trill's motion is meant to do here. I think Mano overstays his welcome. Mano must have had jump by then. He jumps in, damage, 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 damage. D.Va dies. Health pack. 4, 3, 2. And I think instead of engaging here, he just needs to get out. Like, you gotta kind of respect that. Not respecting that is a problem. Our overall score is now 2-2. This is the tiebreaker. Now they just play the opposite side. And again, rotation, shooting. Excelsior are a little bit behind on ults. Always a great position to be in. Hanzo can be really annoying. Trill's just going to play point. This is a lot of ults. Okay. That was weird. Good shot. They got out of that by the skin of their teeth. Holy shit, they got out of that by the skin of their teeth. I love the fact that McCree's hat always pops in. Okay. So what didn't I like? What didn't I like was they used 3 ults into 1 Transcendence. Oh, fuck. Oh, for God's sake. Okay. Fine. So you got this. Dooby-dooby-doo. NYXL get into position. Try and set up on the dive. They have trance, they can do something with that. They don't have to save it or anything for a grab, so they can actually just engage with it. Winston goes in, okay. And we have this like very clear engage. And to counter this engage, Dallas Fuel like panic. They go, oh shit, and they use Nano, they use Deadeye, they use Dragon Strike all at once. And Janek just absorbs it all instantly. And I thought at this stage, yeah, this fight's over, right? Like, they get in here, they can kill Hanzo, they can maybe get rid of the Ana here as well. Oh, no, Hanzo survives. Good job. God damn it, Hanzo. The fact that Hanzo survived that is infuriating to me. He's gonna live, isn't he? He is. Yes, he is. He's fine. What really saves it is this D-Mech on D.Va. Because if they could stabilize, there's a chance that they can just take the point back. And then it'll just be very difficult to get it off them, but losing the D.Va means there's no chance of that. So they continue the hold.
My ultimate is charging. Nanoport is charging.
In NYXL, they absorb 3 ults using the single Transcendence, but they don't get any kills off it. That's a bit sad. Now they have Grav. Sound barrier, historically not the greatest against Grav. Especially with a team as clumped as this one. Oh. Whoop. Taking point. Do not just fucking yeet it. They might just win. Yes, they do. Don't use it, don't use it, don't use it, don't use it. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Now let's just hold close, and with this current team comp, Dallas Fuel will never get in. I don't like the fact that AKM's staying on the McCree. I don't like that at all. Got a lot of respect being given here. Bongo? There we go. Boy, that McCree was good. That was useful. 10 out of 10. There we go. Did we buff after this game? I don't actually know. I think, judging by how fast he was firing earlier, probably not. No, Winston. Actually, yeah, okay, no, they've gone Winston Goats, they got in. How is Libero not dead? Great peel off Mano. Nope, we're stuck on the mech. That's how it feels to self-destruct people. It sticks. Ugh. The replay client is not very good at like changing when a hero uses a summon, is how I'm going to phrase that. Okay, this is a close one. Brute force in with goats. The bomb's okay. Using Sabi early from like one hell of a grenade from Harry Hook. Makes a lot of difference. You have Rally, the enemy team doesn't. That's pretty good. I'm going to come back, engage with Sound Barrier. Well, just engage and then use Rally. Okay, Sound Barrier. Counter 2, hit Rally. Mano's getting just railed. Don't know what Mano's doing over there. You trying to contest the Ana? Yep. He's trying to block the Ana off. He's basically killed Ana at this point. Which means that his teammates need to kill something. Which means that Nene needs to get a kill at this precise second. Grab. Barrier, counter grab. Sound barrier is going to keep everybody alive, and I think that's going to be that. There we go. Anything fancy? Any fire shenanigans? Nope. I have doubts. I have doubts.
Fighting for.
Actually, maybe.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Maygoats versus goats. Okay. Or snoats, some people call it. So the objective here is you get on the point, you basically play from the point, you put a wall up, try and separate the enemy team. Sort of almost bait them. Hey, yep, try it. Just try it. Sabiobi's positioning is a little bit greedy. There we go. Just sort of stood in the middle. Giving a bunch of free charge to Harry Hook at the moment. Hey, split him. Perfect. That is exactly how you want that team comp to go. Fuel changed to a spam comp, so you can basically, one of the ways of beating those comp is you just spam them out. Certainly a definite way of doing it, because else you have no good tools to deal with this. And again, I'm just going to spam it from one side. I think I prefer a Hanzo to a Junkrat for this, but that's just me. Sabiobi has no idea what the fuck. He doesn't know where he wants to be. They gotta pick something and engage on it. Zachary wouldn't be a bad choice. I wouldn't mind seeing him use this Blizzard very liberally. Okay. There we go. Chill out. Earthshadow is a bit unnecessary, son. And here's the problem. Without Barrage, without Riptire, nothing's going to die. Okay, a lot of pressure on AKM's shoulders. Got to deliver on this push. I mean, it makes sense that you lose against a Blizzard Grav. Bit of a difficult one to survive through, especially when you don't have... Like, I think they had Transcendence, didn't they? Because Harry Hook had it. Not gonna matter.
Heroes never die.
Okay. Okay. That ain't good. That... How did you die? Note. It's got walled and frozen? Yep. Sabiobi out of goddamn nowhere. Sound barrier for safety. You got that out at least, but you've got one fight left. If AKM dies, I'll be livid. Like, I don't think he should even be shooting at this point. He should just be chilling.
I am empowered.
Riptide with no escort. This is just like a desperation move. It's like they're playing this Junkrat, but they just don't. They don't use it. Like, they don't set it up in any way. They don't give Zachary any help with the Riptires at all. And I don't know whether he's just like used this of his own volition, and like is just nowhere to be found. So now he's just got a Riptire just waddling around. It's like it's 100 hit point target for people to shoot at. Jonak's literally just like lining up shots all day on that shit. So then they just have a barrage. Spoiler: the barrage has to kill more than one person. Okay, okay. CBLB got greedy. Oh, oh, oh. Outskilled by a Brig. Always a good feeling, right? He's just got to give her the W. She's just outplayed. Okay. Still say this is technically playing into the GOATS team's favor. Like, the points flipped, but honestly, they're coming back. Nono's actually gone Soldier, though. Interesting choice. Set up on the win condition. Not as greedy this time. There's the Blizzard. Note's frigged. And there's no way now. There's just not enough damage. It's just a free farm. I'd say, like, overall, it feels like both teams are playing these team comps that have these very specific win conditions. Like, the big issue here is that they have players playing these heroes that need to deliver 100% of the time. And what was interesting throughout this entire series wasn't just like, well, we started this out and it's like, well, Zachary's kind of been an issue for Dallas Fuel for a long time. And if you ask me, my most humble of opinions, I want this for the screenshot. Holy shit, look at that face. Saved. Perfect. Beautiful. Look at that face. Amazing. That'll be the thumbnail. Yeah, you've got these players who Control Alt C. There we go. Turn. Ooh, get rid of that. Okay, play. Yeah, you've got these players that are like, they need to deliver 100% of the time. I don't think Zachary is that kind of player. Sabiobi might be, but he just needs to like retrain his brain as he's playing Sombra and not Tracer. Like, it feels like he's just missing some crucial bits of info on how Sombra functions, where he's just getting way less value on it than a lot of other players. And I think until these problems are fixed for both of these teams, this issue is only going to get worse. Like, as we do move out of GOATS, it's going to highlight more and more and more, if we do move into a more DPS-centric meta, that sometimes these players might not be up to the task. And this is why you are seeing teams pick up stuff like Sombra Specialists, who, you know, plays specifically for that hero, because she is that important to the meta. And I think players that can play Sombra well are going to be a lot rarer than players that can play a lot of other heroes well, because it's a mix of comms, it's a mix of all the other things. But we have perfectly timed this, because it is 10 o'clock, so that has been it for me today. And there we go. I feel like what team from the series NYXL didn't deserve to win, but Dallas Fuel deserved to lose. I think what we saw was NYXL kind of moved away from the Sombra comps the further and further we got into the series, and they started winning more and more as they did that. We saw CBLB on Brig a lot more. We saw Dallas also playing some just weird decisions in terms of their team comps overall. Now, thank you to those who supported today. Fatal Squid 01, very much appreciated. Bullet and Digested Coffee, thank you so much, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with probably some just Overwatch games being played. We'll see. Or actually maybe some Coaching the Many, because this weekend's going to be weird because it's the Atlanta Showdown thing, so that's just going to occupy a really weird time slot overall. All right, guys, that's going to be it from me. I'm going to find something to host probably. Yeah, come back tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Be there or be square. Bye! I need music as well. I'll find that in a second. Outro music. Should probably play something that isn't licensed. I have a specific song for this. Boom.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire.